This meeting is being recorded.
Yes, good. Peace be upon you all. Good morning, everybody. In the word, I would like to give you a great news now. Yes, we are now with a woman from the other side of the world. Okay. Yes, I will give you some sentence, and you will try to guess the country she is coming from. Okay, actually, she is living in the other side of the world. She lives in the biggest island in the world and the smallest continent. Yes, the habitats of the kangaroo. Yeah, yes. Now, did you know where she lives? Yes, exactly. She lives in Australia. And now we have Mrs. Jana G. How are you doing, Miss Jana?
I'm doing well. My name's it's Jana, and as I say, it's spelt Jana, but it's pronounced Jana. I'm well, thank you. I'm good. So thank you for inviting me here to do this interview with you.
Yes, actually, I'm really it's my first interview in my channel today, and I'm really appreciate your time. It's really a great honor to be here with us. Okay, actually, people in Egypt love people all over the world, especially people from Australia, of course. Okay, so I would like you to give me just a brief introduction about yourself, about your hobbies, about your favorite film stars, favorite songs, something like this. Because we are practicing English in our channel, we are showing people how to speak English with others. Okay. Yes. Yes. Just to give me a brief introduction about yourself.
Okay, I'm a mother of two children. I also work as a psychic medium, which some people might not like psychic mediums, but that's what I do for my job. And let's see, I've been doing that for 20 years and lived in Victoria for most of my life and before I moved to Brisbane. So I'm starting a new chapter here with
Yes.
my family and loving it here, loving it, always being bright and happy in Brisbane.
Of course. Okay. Thanks for this information. Really. Okay. So, Mrs. Jana, when you got a free time, okay, where can you spend your free time? What's your favorite activities and favorite hobbies? I think you are reading something called the tarot. Is it right?
Tarot. I do
Tarot.
tarot cards.
Mm.
Yes, so I read the tarot cards and I enjoyed that because I inherited my mother's gift. There are plenty of beautiful places to, especially in Brisbane. You've got the Gold Coast, which is really huge with tourists. Lots of beaches. I mean, mainly Brisbane is a lot about the beaches and about the Barrier Reef, where all the beautiful tropical fish are, and a lot of people go scuba diving there. There is whale watching tours, so you can get right up and close to them on the ship or cruise or boat.
Yes. Great.
Uh, Beautiful cafes and walking along the beaches.
Yeah. Very good.
Um,
Uh, I,
Library for information, lots of stuff.
yes, good. I would like to ask you, Mrs. Jana, are you pure Australian? Your mother and your father are originally Australian, or just you got another nationality?
My mother is Australian. She
Hmm.
was born in Brisbane. My
Yes.
father came from England, so he was born in England. Um, and yeah, so they both moved over to Africa and got married there. Yeah, because my father went to a boarding school over in Africa when he was
Africa. So you, you
about
your
16.
father yeah, has been to Africa, right? Many times.
Yes, his
So
parents came over. They all moved over there when he was in boarding school in East Kenya. I think there was a
Kenya.
place called
Act-
Dar es Salaam. I'm not sure if it's still called that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
actually, Kenya is
my old
famous of its production of tea. Okay, they produce
yes,
a very
yes,
very fine tea from Kenya.
yes. I've heard that.
Yes,
Yeah.
good, good. That's it. I would like to ask, can you find it's difficult concerning English accents, okay? British and American accent, okay? Can you find it's difficult for you to understand some American words or some British words, pronunciation concerning pronunciation?
Is it hard for me to
Ye-
understand the
Yeah,
American
yes,
accent?
is it hard for you to to understand American accent or even British
It's
accent?
sometimes because they're. I find they might think the Australians are hard to understand with their accents. We might be a bit slow to them and a bit relaxed,
Yes,
but I
very
find
slow.
I
I
find the
think
Americans.
your accent is similar to the British. Yes, very similar to the British accent.
Okay, I find, I mean, I don't mean to be nasty, but I find with the Americans, it's more like yada, 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 really, really quickly. I can't
Yes,
really
yes,
understand.
water, butter, something like this. Okay. Yeah, you pronounce it water, but they pronounce it water. Okay. In
Water
a,
as the
yes,
American. Right.
the almost how many times, for example, they pronounce interview, they pronounce it interview. Okay.
Interview. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, something like that. For example, they pronounce dogs eat bones, dogs eat bones, dogs eat bones, dogs eat bones. Okay, right? Yeah, they pronounce it something like this, and also they pronounce some words. They make the long vowel short vowel. Okay, like ask, they pronounce it ask. I would like to ask a question. Okay, like
Right.
fast, they
Yes.
pronounce it fast. Okay, like pause, they pronounce it past. Okay, right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
Would you
good.
like to learn a few slang words quickly?
Yeah.
A few slang Australian words. Would you like to now?
Yes, I'd like to know some about Australian.
I'll just give you a few, and if you want to learn some more after on. Um, Now there are some funny ones where if you were looking for the menu at a restaurant, so the
Menu.
menu,
Yes, good.
menu,
Menu. Mm-mm.
there are some Australian slang for that would be the me and you. So I'd
Me.
like the me and you, thank you, the menu. That's one
Oh,
of the slang.
so the menu, you call the menu
Yeah,
me and you?
and the
Me?
menu.
Yes.
And then
It's new
that
for me.
the Maggie Moore is
Ma-
the front door.
Maggie Moore is a front door.
Front front door.
Yes, good.
Um,
Yes, very good.
Dead horse, dead
What?
horse,
Did horse?
dead horse,
Did horse?
tomato sauce.
Oh, did horse tomato sauce? Yes.
That's just a
It's
few.
really
I've got more.
very useful and yes, and very worthwhile. Really, go on. Yes, we it's really very useful for our subscribers. Yes, even if someone wanted to go to Australia, yes, has to know this slang vocabulary. Okay, so
Yeah,
if
I
I
don't
eat
know. Sorry.
if I eat did horse, does that mean I eat tomato sauce?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Strange. It's really very strange. Okay.
Not many of you. Usually, the older generation will use those as a laugh at times. The
Yeah,
younger generation will probably still say things like, instead of us saying Australia, it's Australia. So it's
yeah.
trying to Australia, cut that down. Kiwi. So if someone's in the bush and they're lost,
Kiwi. It's something of
Kiwi is
it's a
you cry
fruit.
for help if somebody's lost.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, let's say fair dinkum
F-
is like, really, is that true? Fair dinkum.
Fired income.
Uh,
Fired income is a
Fair
truth.
dinkum.
Truth. Okay. Means
Yeah.
truth. Yes, good.
Bonza is great.
Ban-
Bonza.
Banza.
Bonza.
Banza.
And that means, yep,
You
great.
you are Banza.
Yeah.
Yes, good.
And a chin wag, a chin wag is a friendly talk.
Yes, you're doing a chin wag. Chin wag. Are you sure? Is this word is English word is or what? English?
Well, they're the Aussie slang. If you look up in, if you
Yes,
Google or look in
of course.
Aussie
I
dictionary,
love it. I love it. I love slang, by the way. Okay,
they're just
actually,
some fun things.
the one, yes, it's very funny. Yes, you make the interview very fun, and you add a lot to our knowledge. I really, okay. Thank you, sir, and I really appreciate that. Okay. Yeah. Concerning accents, also, I know that you in Australia pronounce words like with the syllable day, you pronounce it die, right? Okay, so it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, right? Yeah, good. Okay, and
I don't do that. That's funny. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, good. And do you remember the yeah, the Australian man who went to prison, and while he was crossing the road, the man shouted at him, "Oh man, you came to die." He warned him, "Oh man, you came to die." And the Australian man replied, "No, I just came yesterday." Okay. Yes. So he warned him. The prison man warned him, but the Australian man, yes, misunderstood the word as they pronounce it to die in Australia, right? Okay. Yeah, good.
Today, today.
Yes, yes, it's to die. Okay, it's very, 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 very funny and very, yes, very amusing, really. Okay, so imagine that yes, that I'm gonna to travel to Australia. Okay, could you please recommend me three tourism destinations that I can visit. Tourism destination.
Well, the easiest ones here, I'd say the Gold Coast.
Yes,
And the nicest one I feel is the Sunshine Coast.
Sunshine Coast. Where
In the
is the Sunshine Coast?
Sunshine Coast,
I know that there are
north,
some beautiful
north
cities
of
like
Brisbane.
Sydney,
That's north of Brisbane,
Brisbane.
and
Okay, is this your hometown?
N-
This your hometown?
Brisbane is. I'm in a suburb of Brisbane,
Yeah.
but it's north of
This is why
Queensland.
you recommend Brisbane, right? Because you
Yes,
love your hometown.
everywhere else is boring.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good.
But the Sunshine Coast is beautiful. Lovely markets. Like the Yamundi markets are one of the most popular markets in Queensland.
Yes, good.
The markets all spread for miles, and it's beautiful. Fresh produce, homemade crafts, fruit and veggies. It's beautiful. Anything you could ever think of.
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
It's very lovely, really. Okay, yeah, yes, you made me so energetic and so willing to visit it.
You have to visit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll visit it one day when I come to Australia. I think I'll visit it one day. So it's Brisbane. It's a beautiful city because you are living. Okay,
Yeah.
really. Yes. Okay. So imagine that I'm in Australia and I'm now very hungry. I wanted to eat something. Okay, could you please recommend some popular food in Australia that I can eat? Okay, because some people
Well,
are really like to eat very much like food very much. Okay, yeah,
if
of
if
course
you want
healthy food.
a
Mm.
healthy food, well, we'll go for the unhealthy food first because you want the typical Australian easy to get food is a meat pie and tomato sauce. That's what Australians love. A meat
Meat
pie.
pie and
Meat pie. Well, you can get different flavors. You can
meat pie
chicken, you can
and did it horse.
yeah,
Okay.
that's it. But over here,
We have
you can
to
also try different foods over here. You can have crocodile, emu, and I
what?
also suggest
Crocodiles?
there's a
Do you eat crocodiles?
I haven't tried it. I'd like to. There's a crocodile. They eat crocodile, emu, camel meat. So they eat
Camel,
camels
yes,
over
camel,
here.
yes. We eat camel here. Okay.
Because I've never tried that, but they're breeding camels over here, especially for their milk. It's really really good. I haven't tried it yet, but you'll know that because you've got camels over there. I don't know if you've tried the camel milk.
Is camel meat fatty or no? I think it's fatty. Yeah,
I'm
full
not
of
sure. I
fat.
haven't tried it,
Yes, I haven't tried. I
but what
haven't
I
tried
do
it.
suggest,
I
come
haven't.
in, and if you ever come to Queensland, I forgot, come and visit Australia Zoo. I don't know if you ever heard about Steve Irwin. He passed away years ago, but he and his wife and family have got the Australian Zoo with all the wildlife, and they rescue animals and transfer crocodiles. So they help them, and then they let them go again, release, catch and release.
Yeah, good.
So yeah, meat pie, hot dogs, they're the unhealthy food. But Australians, they pretty much like to eat different cultural food here.
Yeah,
So you
good.
could sushi is a great one. They love sushi.
Sushi.
Um, do you know what sushi is?
Okay, you can explain. You can too.
Sushi is like seaweed that flat dried seaweed, and you've got the rice that they flatten, and then they put um, depending chicken, veggies, and then they roll that into a roll. So it's like a rice roll.
Yeah, you made me so
That's
hungry, by the way. I
yeah,
would like to. I would like.
hungry.
Oh
That
yes.
you said you
You
said hangry, didn't you? Hangry
hung,
or hungry?
hungry.
Hungry,
Yes.
hungry,
Yeah.
hangry, hangry in Australia means you're angry and you're hungry, and you're angry because you're hungry. So it's
Oh,
hangry.
you mean you have furious, furious. Okay. You know. Yes, because furious, it's more degree than angry. Okay. If you are angry, you could say some words, but if you are furious, you could just you may destroy the disc in front of you, right? Furious,
All right,
furious. F
like
U R
furious,
I furious, furious or
furious,
furious? Yeah,
furious,
furious.
furious.
Yes, F
So
U
we
R
pronounce more the U, not the A.
U.
Furious.
Yes, good. Furious, yes, good. Furious. Okay, so
Yes.
yes, good. Thank you. Very good, excellent. But I would like to ask you a personal question. What is the best food you can cook? You can cook best. Okay. What is your favorite food? If you are in the kitchen now and you would like to prepare a meal for just 3 person, okay? Yes.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? What would you like to cook?
I'm used to cooking for a family. So, I mean, if I was doing something quick, I would make like scrambled eggs for an
Scramble.
easy meal,
Yes, good.
scrambled eggs. But if I was to make my favorite food, I like lasagna. So, whether that's like with meat or whether that's a vegetable one with eggplant, I don't know if you call it eggplant or aubergine,
Yes,
but that's what I would use.
yes, like blind or aubergine. Okay, they are both the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I know this kind of vegetable. Yes, we eat it every day here.
I
Yes,
love it.
there are a lot of it in Egypt. Yeah, excuse me. I want just to plug the laptop. Okay, just a second, please. Okay. Okay. Sorry to interruption. Okay.
That's all right.
Now it's okay. So yes, we call it aubergine or eggplant. Okay, I think aubergine is British and eggplant is American, right?
Is it? I don't know. You're teaching me something.
Yes, yes, good. So that's it. Okay. So Mrs. Jana, have you ever been abroad? Have you ever traveled to another country?
Not at
Really,
all.
really. If you,
No.
yeah, if you
If
decide,
I could, I would have loved to travel to Africa to see my uncle and my cousins, or I would love to travel to Ireland, but I've never been to any of those.
why don't you travel to Egypt? Yeah, we-
My
yeah,
father loved Egypt. My sister
yes.
loves Egypt. She got all the ornaments, but my father had a thing with Egypt. I don't know why, but I loved the
Why?
pharaohs. I was
I'll tell you
fascinated
why.
with
Okay.
the
Yeah,
I was
actually,
fascinated with the
Egypt is
in school,
a beautiful country in the Middle
beautiful
East,
place.
and there are many places you can visit in Egypt. You can visit the pyramids. It's one of the seven world wonders. Okay, it remains till now.
Yeah,
It's the biggest pyramid. Okay, yeah, you can visit if you like. If you like tourism, you can visit temples. There are many temples in Egypt, Luxor temples. That's one temple. Okay. Yes. If you are fond of beaches, so many beaches along Egypt in the Red Sea and in the Mediterranean Sea. Okay. Yeah,
yes, I've
there are
heard of
many
that.
cities to visit, like Alexandria. Actually, Alexandria, you can find the name Alexandria in many countries in the world. Okay, you can find Alexandria in Iraq, Alexandria in Egypt, Alexandria in. Do you have Alexandria in Australia? Alexandria.
We do have an Alexandra beach in Australia.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so Alexandria,
I re-
it is named after the King Alexander. Okay, it's one of the Roman king. Okay, which
yeah,
conquered Egypt. Okay, actually, many people conquered Egypt in the past. Okay, yeah,
I remember learning about Tutankhamun in
yes,
school and Cleopatra, and I was fascinated
yes,
because I was
Cleopatra.
interested.
Yes, Cleopatra. Yes, good, good.
Yeah.
Yes, in the city I live in, it's Minya. Here, Akhenaton and the Nefertiti. Nefertiti is a queen, is a famous queen of Egypt. Okay,
Yes, that's right.
yeah, they loved here in my city. Okay, yeah, they lived a little bit far from here, about 5 kilometers or 7 kilometers. Okay, yeah, so Egypt is full of historical places. There are many places you can visit. You can enjoy sightseeing all over the country. You can visit museums. You can actually the weather is great. Okay, but I don't know what happened with the weather. They told us in the past that the weather of Egypt is cold, is warm and rainy in winter. But now
Oh,
it's almost frozen in winter. Okay, I don't know what happened with the
oh,
weather.
wow.
Okay, yeah, it may happen because of global warming. Okay,
I was just going
yes,
to
it
say
may.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, good or something like this. In winter, it's almost very hot. Okay, it's hot and humid in Egypt. Okay, the weather is it's good. It's good. Okay, but I know because you are in the equator. Okay, so if it's winter in Egypt, it's summer in Australia, right?
Oh, I don't know that. So
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
wouldn't even know what's different.
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So if it's summer in Egypt, it's winter in Australia. Okay. So
Okay.
what is the weather like in Australia now?
It's we've had a bit of rain. Still humid. It always feels humid to me. It's very
I mean, I know
it's
humid,
sticky,
yes.
humid.
Humid,
Yes.
it's been, you find some vapor.
Feels like damp and heat and
Yes, yes,
sticky
a
and
little
hot.
oxygen. Yes, yes, a little oxygen
Yes.
and hot with a little oxygen. Okay. Bec-
Although where I am, because I'm closer to the beach, we do get a beautiful beach breeze.
Yeah.
So that's
So it's
nice. Where in other
it's
places,
very humid and rainy. Yes. In
yeah,
Egypt, it always it always rains in winter. Okay.
yeah.
Yes. How about you? What is the raining
Um,
season in Australia? Is it winter or summer?
when it rains, winter it rains. Is
Yeah.
that what you mean?
Yes. Yes. I
Um,
know.
summer. Sometimes it rains in spring. It rains a lot too. Actually, in spring in Victoria, it does. I don't know about Queensland, but yeah, I can't remember. Actually, it gets quite cold here in Queensland. When I moved here, it was winter, and it was actually quite cold when I came here. But yeah, it's always cheerful. I feel it's always cheerful in Queensland though, whereas
Cheerful.
Victoria, it's very dull and gloomy and at times.
Gloomy. Yes. Okay. What's your favorite season in Australia? Okay. Do you like spring or
Mine is spring. I
yes?
like spring.
Yes, a lot. Yes, here spring in Egypt is yes, it's very warm. Okay, but you can find something. You can it's stormy also. Okay, you can find
Yes,
dust storms, mini dust storms. It's called
yes,
Al Khamasin. Okay, it's called Al Khamasin. It's very yeah, very stormy and windy during the spring. Okay, it's not my
yeah.
favorite season. My favorite season is autumn. Okay, or you can call it fall. Okay, it's my favorite
How do you
autumn.
say that?
Autumn,
Olden,
autumn, autumn,
Olden,
autumn, or
Odin,
or
Olden.
fall. AUTUMN. Okay, so autumn,
Autumn,
autumn. Autumn.
autumn.
Oh yes, autumn. Yes, good. Autumn or fall. Okay.
Ye- right, yes,
Some people call it fall. Okay, because
yes. Yeah.
the leaves of the trees
The leaves
are
fall off the tree.
falling down and down and
Yeah,
down. Yes,
that's my
good.
favorite, spring and autumn, because I love it when the trees leaves fall off the tree, the beautiful colored leaves. But
Yes,
I
good.
also like spring when everything comes to life.
Yes, good. Very good. Yeah. Actually, the seasons reminds me with the human body, the age, our age. Okay, since the spring is our youth. Okay, the spring is our youth. Yes, and the summer when we get older. Okay, and the fall when we are about to live life. Okay, so I think it reminds me the life cycle. Okay, it's something
Yes,
looks like the
yes.
life cycle. Okay, so we are getting many things from the nature. Okay, that's right. That's it. Okay, thank you so much. Yes, Mrs. Jana. Yes, I would like to know something about the people lifestyles, okay, in Australia. Is there any national days in Australia that you celebrate
Yeah.
occasionally?
Well, I've actually Googled them to try
Yes,
and remember what they actually mean, because I know well, we have the same, which is New Year's Day. That's a holiday. But you know what New Year's Day is? That's after Christmas. Do I need to explain that one, or
yes, Christmas is celebrated all over the world. Okay,
and then New Year's Day?
I mean
Um,
some from your local community,
but
something
what we
you.
do have, which is a huge thing right now with Australia Day, people want to change that, because Australia Day was celebrated by the First Fleet, and I don't know if you've heard of the Indigenous people. Have you heard about this, where they
Yeah,
would like to change that because of what happened?
yeah.
Um, do you know about that?
The indigenous people, actually, honestly, I don't know.
Uh,
Honestly, I
well,
don't know.
when Australia Day was made, what happened? It was supposed to. This is why we celebrate Australia Day, because that's when the first fleet landed, and that's why we celebrate that on the 26th of January.
Yeah,
But on that day, was actually a terrible day for the Indigenous, so the Aboriginals,
Yes.
the people who said they were the first ones on our land, that they own the land of Australia. Their children were
When when
actually
when when
taken.
was when was that? When was that
The
happened? 20?
26th of January in what they said is 1788.
Oh, 1788. Okay. So before that day, Australia wasn't discovered. You knew that?
Yes,
Oh, 1788. So it's it's very recent date, by the way. Very recent. Okay.
yes. So on that day, well, I don't know if it was exactly on that day. It could have been um, with the Indigenous people. The I don't know if it was some of the English people as well and the Australians, but they took a lot of the Indigenous's children
Yes.
and tried to bring them into the white lifestyle, tried to change them because they wanted a white, um, what were they saying here? Sorry, I
Hey,
have to go back.
never mind.
Um, they just thought it would improve the lives of the white society. That's what they're saying
Yes,
there.
good.
So
Yes. Concerning
you
that,
go, you go.
I would like to ask a question. Is there was there any original people in Australia, original Australian people before the European came to Australia?
So he's saying
Like
about the
like the
Indigenous.
yes, yes, like the Indian in the Red Indian in America.
Yes, I
Okay.
get you.
Mm-mm.
Yes, that what they're saying are the Aboriginals were. So the Aboriginals are now called Indigenous.
Indigenous,
Um,
yes, good.
they call them Indigenous. The
They lived in Australia
um,
in the past. Yeah,
yes.
yes, good, good.
So they took all their children away without even asking them, and put them into institutions
Yes,
and tried them to forget all about their heritage. And there was a lot of abuse and neglect, and it
I
was
know.
just
I know
horrible trauma.
they they did it. They did it in anywhere they go. I know that. Okay, it's really so
It's
impressive.
horrible.
It's yes, so horrible and so impressive. Okay.
So
Uh,
what they've done
so
with that now,
I think most of Australian people came from Europe, from Britain and from German, something like this. Or yes, originally came from Europe. Okay, it appears
yeah,
from your body, your faces. Okay, your hair color. Okay, I don't mean your hair color personally. Yes, people hair
yeah,
color in Australia, right? Okay.
yeah.
So you are going to change your national day recently, right?
They haven't changed it yet. They're still in the process of doing that. But I don't know if you've heard of the National Sorry Day, because they want people to remember what happened on Australia Day isn't
Yeah.
something to celebrate for them. So on May the
Uh,
where is it?
yes,
It was in May.
I really appreciate your thoughtfulness and your sense of feeling toward this. Okay, really appreciate it. You are really it's so great to show sorrow about these horrible events. I really so
Yes.
appreciate. Yes, appreciate that. Thank you so much, my dear.
Oh,
Thanks a lot. Yes,
that's
good.
okay.
Yes.
So that was the 26th of May was
Yeah,
made National Sorry Day.
26th of May. Okay. Yes, good. Excellent. Good. So, Mrs. Jenna, you really did a great interview with us, okay? And we really enjoyed your talk. You add many things to our knowledge. You show us many information about Australia. You show us the Australia best places. You you taught us some words, okay, about the slang language, okay, in Australia. Yes, actually, you enrich our talk, and you enrich it. Yes, this interview with many new information. Okay, I really I would like to thank you very much, and I really appreciate your great effort and you coming here. Okay, and you're giving gifts. Okay, you are a very generous person. Okay, because you give us a lot. Okay, thanks a lot for your time. And if you would like to say a final word to win this interview, yeah, the mic is with you now. Okay, would you like to add
I'd just
something?
like to say
Yeah.
yes, thank you very much, Ahmed, for letting me do this interview and for also teaching me about your culture and all about Egypt. And yeah, and for teaching me things that I didn't even know. It's great to learn something every day, something new every day. And yeah, I hope that one day you and your family can come to Queensland and have a look at this beautiful place.
So I think it's a formal invitation, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, good. Okay. Okay. Of course, I will come if I can. Okay. So at the same time, on the other hand, I would like to invite you to visit Egypt anytime. You will find it a very beautiful place. Okay, you and your family, your daughter Bella and the other daughter. What is she called?
Brahman.
Roman.
Brahman.
Yes, Bella and Roman, and your friend Susie, of course. Okay. Yes. Okay. My greeting is for you all. I spend a very enjoyable time with you. Okay. Wish to interview to make many interviews in the near future with you, if you don't mind, of course. Okay. Yes, and I would like to say have a nice day. Have a
Have
nice
a nice
day.
day. Have a nice
Die.
day. Night.
Die. Okay.
Bye.
Yes. Goodbye. See you.
All right. Have a good night. Thanks,
Yes.
Ahmed.
You too. Good night.